I didn't remind my wife about an event she was excited for. My wife had been talking about her college best friend's baby shower for 3 months straight. She'd bought the gift 8 weeks early, wrapped it 6 weeks early, put it by the front door 4 weeks early. She was that excited. The baby shower was on Saturday at 2 p.m. I knew this because she told me approximately 400 times. She had it circled on the kitchen calendar. She had 3 separate alarms set on her phone. She even wrote it on a sticky note and put it on the bathroom mirror. But here's the thing. On Friday night, she got a call from her sister. Their mom had a minor fall. Nothing serious, just a bruised hip, but my wife drove 2 hours to check on her. She planned to be back Saturday morning with plenty of time. Saturday morning, she texted me, "Mom's fine, leaving now, should be home by noon." At 11 a.m., I noticed something. All 3 of her phone alarms, they were on the phone she'd left charging on our nightstand. The sticky note on the bathroom mirror, she'd taken it down to pack her toiletries. The kitchen calendar, she hadn't looked at it in days. The gift was still sitting by the front door. I picked up my phone to call her. Then I stopped because I remembered something. 3 weeks ago, I asked my wife to remind me about my dentist appointment. She said, and I quote, "You're a grown man. I'm not your secretary. You need to be responsible for your own schedule." I had missed that appointment. Rescheduling cost me $75. 2 weeks ago, I asked her to remind me about my mom's birthday call. She said the same thing. "You're a grown man. I'm not your mother. Set an alarm like an adult." I forgot to call. My mom cried. My wife told me it was my own fault. 1 week ago, I asked her to remind me about picking up my prescription. She laughed and said, "I'm your wife, not your personal assistant. Figure it out." I ran out of my blood pressure medication for 3 days because the pharmacy was closed by the time I remembered. Every single time I asked for a simple reminder, she made me feel like a child, like I was incompetent, like expecting your partner to help you remember things was some kind of moral failing. So I put my phone down. I didn't call her. At 12:30 p.m., she walked through the door looking exhausted from the drive. She kissed me on the cheek and went straight to the bedroom to take a nap. She said she'd set an alarm for 1 p.m. so she'd have plenty of time, but her phone was dead. I watched her walk past it on the nightstand without noticing. At 1 p.m., I was in the living room watching TV. At 1:30 p.m., I made myself a sandwich. At 2 p.m., I heard the baby shower starting without her because her friend posted on Instagram. At 2:47 p.m., my wife came running down the stairs in a complete panic. Her face was white, her hands were shaking. "What time is it?" she screamed at me. "Almost 3. The baby shower." She grabbed her phone and saw it was dead. She looked at the gift still by the door. She looked at me. "Why didn't you wake me up? Why didn't you remind me?" I looked at her calmly. "You're a grown woman. I'm not your secretary. You need to be responsible for your own schedule." Her face crumpled. She started crying. She called me heartless. She called me petty. She said I ruined her friendship over something stupid. I told her I applied the exact same standard she applied to me. She didn't speak to me for 3 days. She told her mom, her sister, and all her friends that I deliberately sabotaged her. Everyone said I was cruel and vindictive. Her best friend from college said I was abusive for using psychological manipulation against my own wife. But here's what nobody mentions. When I missed my mom's birthday call because my wife refused to remind me, she said that was a natural consequence of being irresponsible. When I ran out of medication because she wouldn't give me a simple heads up, she said I needed to learn to manage my own life. When I lost $75 on a missed dentist appointment, she said maybe next time I'd be more organized. But when the same thing happened to her, suddenly I was a monster. Last night, she finally spoke to me. She sat down and said she understood why I did it. She admitted she'd been hypocritical. She said maybe we should both try being more supportive of each other instead of keeping score. I agreed. We hugged. Things felt better. This morning, I asked her to remind me about my oil change appointment tomorrow. She laughed and said, "Nice try. You're a grown man."